Anyways, moving on to a very intriguing game in my mind. It is the San Francisco 49ers going across country to face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What an incredible game. They played against Seattle last week. San Francisco plus 135 on the money line, Tampa minus 160. The Bucs are going to be 3-point favorites with the over-under sitting at 47.5. Raider Jim, your thoughts, San Francisco at Tampa.
Well, the first thing I have to say, and I know that they're not on our primary list of games we're talking about, boy, I thought the Rams were the real deal. I really did going into week one. I thought these are the guys, they're just going to run the West, and that's going to be it. Rams, questionable against a very beat-up 49er team who went into SoFi and just owned the house. I mean, okay, Jim, take it easy. They won by 3 points. It should have never been that close. The Rams should have been able to dismantle these guys. They couldn't do it. And if you look, maybe it was field goals, but the 49ers scored in every quarter, and they shut out the Rams on both ends. Shut them out first quarter, shut them out second or fourth quarter. That speaks to me. However, on the other side of this coin, you in Carolina, me and Baker Mayfield.
There we go.
I just love Baker Mayfield, and boy,
did help your addiction.
He did it. Almost did it again last week. I was following that game, and it's like, ooh, this is not good. This is not good. You know, they let Seattle get back into it, and then they just did their thing, and they took care of business. They stopped Seattle when they had to, walked away with that 3-point win. What a fantastic game. You got to like the way he's leading this team. What was it, 2-3 years ago when everybody was writing the guy off? He's done. You know, we don't need him here. Go spend a year with the Rams, and we'll see you later. And wow, has he just shrugged and said, hey, man, I just want to play football. So I'm going to, send me to Tampa Bay. I'll play football. I'll get you to the playoffs. And I think this is going to be quite a game coming up. But if you ask me, Lady Luck doesn't show up 2 weeks in a row for San Francisco. They're going to have to go across the country. And I like Tampa Bay minus 2.5 on this one. But I do like the over 47.5 because I think we're going to see some points.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if you meant to say owned that building in terms of what was going on the field. I'm going to take it going what was going on in the stands. I don't know if you saw the pictures of that. 85, maybe 90% 49ers fans. And look, that's pretty normal when the Rams and Chargers play a in-state or close rival or a team that travels well. But not ideal there for the Rams. But you're right. It was not only and the Niners pretty much dominated that, at least the early part of that game. It got a little close towards the end. We felt like we were staring down another tie. We were possibly looking at a Sunday night and then a Thursday night tie. Everyone was but it was very, very great. Well, it was great to see the Niners get the win for them, but I do wonder if maybe the monkey paw isn't working. Well, I guess the monkey paw is working the way it wanted it to, but the Niners have realized they have a monkey's paw, because as great as Mac Jones is playing, they're going to have a Brock Purdy problem, because he got paid a lot of money. And I don't think when he's healthy, they're going to be just perfectly fine, just being, all right, Brock. And look, Brock Purdy probably is better than Mac Jones in this system. But what if he's not? And that's an issue. And you brought up Marcus Mariota, the Raiders. I will do you one better. I'm thinking in a few weeks,
I'm in.
Maybe they give their call to their old friend and say, hey, we know you're still up in the Bay. We're in the Bay in spirit, but how about you send Mac our way? And I mean, that would even be a situation where, who knows, maybe even the Raiders start to entertain a long-term deal with Mac. Again, I think that's maybe a little too early, but you've been very impressive. And then I think we'll really get the answer of, if if we do get that trade, we'll fully get the answer of, is Kyle Shanahan the true quarterback whisperer? Because he sure seems like he is right now. But in terms of this game, I think you have two fantastic passing offenses. I think two of the top 5 passing games in there. The one concerning part for San Francisco, it's very odd. We've had a relatively healthy Christian McCaffrey all season. This is one of the worst run teams in the league. And Tampa has a really good run team. I expect San Francisco to get back to being at least above average running the football. But I don't think it's going to be against Tampa. I think Tampa is a very, very good defensive team, especially against the run. Going across country is not going to help this beaten up team. And I do think Mac Jones, maybe that magic doesn't travel outside of the state of California as much as we think. Give me a half a point. Tampa -2.5 over 47.5. I agree with you. I think, again, we got one gunslinger and a guy who is being coached by a gunslinger, let's say. I really do think we're going to hit the points here, even with the good defenses that we do see with both of these teams.